holiday home tour training. This year, we have broken the training up into two important sections. The first being this video that you are watching today. In today's video, we will go over the basics, guidelines, schedules, etc. The second training we ask all volunteers to attend is the in-person 2-hour training that goes more in depth on customer service and the story that this year's holiday home tour will follow, and the exact talking points we are asking all of our volunteers to give depending which room they're in. So let's get started. General Holiday Docent Guidelines. Because your gift of time is very precious, hours spent at Boktower Gardens should be enjoyable and uplifting. The following guidelines will assist in reaching this goal and ensure a pleasant experience for volunteers and visitors. The schedule. We depend on holiday docents during the season to be committed to their shifts. It is vital that you please check your calendar before volunteering for a shift in order to avoid a conflict with other activities. We are also asking that docents not leave in the middle of a shift unless it is an emergency. The holiday home tour shifts are broken up into two different shifts with overlapping times to make sure everybody is in place for a seamless execution. Holiday docent shifts are shift number 1 from 9:30 in the morning to 1:30 in the afternoon, and shift number 2 from 1:15 to 5:15. Docents can sign up for shifts online via VicNet, or also known as the Volunteer Portal. For those who do not have access to online, you are also welcome to sign up by calling the volunteer office and talking to them personally about what openings there are. You may also use this method to cancel your shifts, but only if it's more than a week away. If it is within 7 days, it is necessary that you call Pinewood directly and talk to the Pinewood manager or coordinator. The number for Pinewood is 863-734-1228, and leave a message when prompted. If possible, please give at least 48 hours notice so we can try to fill the shift. Now, safety is very important. If an accident occurs involving any individual, we ask that you do the following. Immediately send for the Pinewood manager or coordinator. Check the area for potential and further risks. Request that all visitors immediately proceed to the next tour area. Keep others from entering that area. Companions of the injured person may remain with them at the site of the occurrence. Do not touch nor attempt to move the injured person. Request that others adhere to the same procedure. No one is to administer first aid. Wait with the injured person for a Pinewood/Boktower Gardens staff member to arrive. An AED is located in the servants' dining room along with a first aid kit. Radios will be positioned with the Pinewood manager or coordinator, as well as with the following docent positions: kitchen assistant, outside A, music room, and Mr. Buck's suite. These radios should be on these docents at all times. The morning shift is responsible for picking up their assigned radios in the kitchen and transferring the radio to the afternoon shift docent. The afternoon shift docent is to make sure that they take possession of the radio and is responsible for returning the radio to the charging station in the kitchen at the end of the day. All other docents, if you need to get in touch with the Pinewood manager or coordinator for any reason, please find the nearest docent with a radio. Evacuation plan. In your manual, you will receive a thorough evacuation plan. It is asked that all volunteers and staff review the Holiday Home Tour manual to learn about what you are to do in the case of an evacuation. The evacuation plan starts on page 4 and runs all the way to page 6. Visitors with limited mobility and strollers. Please show respect for our guests. Allow people with mobility issues to be as independent as possible within Pinewood. Allow those accompanying visitors with mobility issues to assist them at all times. They are more familiar with the person's needs. The kitchen assistant will admit visitors with limited mobility through the servants' dining room. They are to collect their tickets and give them a brief introduction of the house. Do not physically assist visitors over thresholds. Do not push the wheelchair. A family or friend who can push the wheelchair must accompany the visitor. The wheelchair routes begin in the servants' dining room, through the side door, continues through the kitchen, into the pantry area, where their tour begins. Wheelchairs and walkers are not permitted on the second floor. Photographs of the second floor rooms are available to view in the living room. Mobility carts and strollers are not permitted inside Pinewood due to space and traffic issues. Stroller parking is available out front on the circular drive. Pinewood maintains one small, collapsible wheelchair for those in need. It cannot be reserved. It is located in the kitchen behind the door nearest the ice maker. Bok Tower Gardens Pet and Animal Policy. While Bok Tower Gardens permits leash dogs, they are not permitted inside Pinewood Estates. Service dogs are the exception to the rule. As defined by the ADA, a service animal is any dog that is trained to perform tasks for an individual with a disability. Examples include guide dogs for the blind, dogs who pull wheelchairs, dogs who alert and protect a person who is having a seizure, reminding a person to take medication, or calming a person who has post-traumatic stress disorder during an anxiety attack. In order to determine if an animal is a service animal, outside Docent A will ask visitors, is this a service animal? Has the animal been trained to assist someone here today with a disability? Or is it a service animal in training? What work or task has the animal been trained to perform? All dogs who are required to be leashed. The care and supervision of the service animal is solely the responsibility of the owner. Our expectations as a holiday docent. The holiday docents are friendly people who serve as the hosts and hostesses for the holiday home tour. They manage a wide variety of tasks, including watching for safety risks, helping visitors adhere to tour guidelines, taking admission tickets, and selling drawing tickets. Holiday docents help ensure that visitors' experience is positive and that the tour operates smoothly by exhibiting the following attributes: respect for Pinewood Estate and Bok Tower Gardens. Your respect includes our visitors, our volunteers, and staff, as well as our designers and Christmas decorations. Enthusiasm for the Christmas season and the holiday home tour. Kindness towards all visitors, especially those with children. Understanding to edit the amount of the information given and one's tone of speech during the tour. Be truthful and honest as to the historical facts delivered to our visitors. Be flexible and willing to follow the day-to-day instructions. Be observant of our visitors and surroundings. Appearance. All Bok Tower Garden volunteers and staff are expected to dress in a professional, tidy manner. Bear in mind that you may be on your feet for lengthy periods of time. Please refrain from wearing the following: jeans, sweatshirts, or sweatpants. Please note that jeans are acceptable on Fridays only. Sleeveless dresses, tops, and shirts. Only short or long sleeve dresses, tops, or shirts are considered appropriate attire. Short skirts or dresses, higher than 2 inches above the top of the knee. Flip-flops or other thong sandals. Wear shoes that are nice but comfortable. Outrageous hair, nail polish, and makeup colors. No scented or cologne and perfumes. Only deodorant is permitted to be worn to control personal hygiene. Please remember your name tag. Temporary name tags will be available if you do not have a regular Bok Tower name tag or if you have forgotten it for the day. Servants' Dining Room / Holiday Home Tour Headquarters. All holiday docents are expected to enter and exit through the Pinewood side door into the Servants' Dining Room, our Holiday Home Tour Headquarters. This is where the holiday docents will check in for your shifts. Schedules covering the current week will be posted on the refrigerator, with remaining schedules in a binder located under the sign-in area. Volunteers are encouraged to sign up for any open shifts. Upon arrival, the holiday docent will sign in and out on the tablet and check off his or her name on the posted schedule for the day's shift. Handbags will be stored in this room on hooks / shelves that have been provided. You are also welcome to keep your handbag with you during your shift. On-time arrival is required. Please be advised that there may be lines at the gate, particularly before the afternoon shift. Please plan accordingly, as there will be short meetings 5 to 10 minutes before your start time. Please observe the 10-mile-per-hour speed limit on the Clay Road and park in the Pinewood or special events parking area. Docents should always be positive, friendly, and approachable to visitors. You must greet each visitor with a smile and a hello. Please remember to stand when visitors are in your area, but feel free to sit and rest as needed throughout the day. The house assistant will offer each docent a short 5-minute break during their shift. If you are working all day, you will be given a lunch break. If you need to take a break before or after, the assistant will be in your area. Please inform your fellow docents and confirm they are able to cover your area. The consumption of food and drink is not permitted in tour areas. Docents are to consume refreshments in the kitchen. Please refrain from taking anything except bottled water to your stations. Do not offer refreshments to guests. Smoking is prohibited in all areas of Bok Tower Gardens. If you observe another docent offering what seems to be incorrect information or inappropriate behavior to guests, do not instigate correction yourself. Please notify the Pinewood manager or coordinator. Communicate any suggestions, comments, or concerns you may have to the Pinewood manager or coordinator. Your input is valued. Conducting tours. Be mindful of each visitor's safety at all times. Visitors will be free to move from room to room at their own pace, rather than as a group. This will allow guests to thoroughly enjoy the visual beauty of the holiday home tour. Interior docents invite guests to enjoy the house without making them feel rushed. Please remember, you will be acting as a host and hostess and not tour guides. Keep your discussions about rooms or responses to questions very brief. If visitors have questions about the history that are not specific to that room, kindly refer them to our website. You should also remind them that Pinewood will be open for regular historical tours starting January 21st. There may be times when guests will need to wait to enter the next area due to large number of visitors. While they wait, you may then ask them whether they have any questions. Visitors should remain in the tour portions of the house. They are not permitted to enter roped areas or the kitchen. Visitors and holiday docents are not permitted to handle any items in the house, whether they are designer decorations or pieces from the Pinewood collection, and they are not to touch any of the objects. Please gently remind visitors of this policy if needed. Home for the Holidays. Designed by Bachtower Gardens Amaryllis Society. The gem of Bachtower Gardens holiday festivities, the 20-room, 1932 Mediterranean-style Pinewood estate, is a step back in time to the grandeur and glamour of the bygone era. Learn more about the fascinating period in American history through the eyes of C. Austin Buck and his family, one of America's true steel dynasties. The estate's decorations change each Christmas, and no 2 years are ever the same. For the 2018-2019 edition, Journey, Home for the Holidays, in a post-war 1940s, as the Buck family has opened the doors of their winter retreat to celebrate with their friends and family from the Mountain Lake and Lake Wales community. Dorothy Buck O'Brien, Mr. Buck's oldest daughter, has personally overseen the decorating of the cherished home, featuring magnificent Christmas decorations, sumptuous garlands, ribbons, trees, and holiday finery. Children are encouraged to tour the historic estate and participate in a fun hunt for a family of Pinewood Christmas squirrels. Your expectations as a holiday home tour docent. General holiday volunteer tickets. Eligibility. In order to be eligible for the holiday home tour ticket program, you must volunteer a minimum of 25 hours during the following dates: November 22nd, 2018 through January 6th, 2019. The ticket program. Volunteers will receive 2 free combo holiday home tour tickets for every 25 hours they volunteer from November 22nd through January 6th. The volunteer office will be tracking your hours via Volgistics, so it is important that you punch in. Every Monday, your hours are calculated based on the previous week, Monday through Sunday, and added to a master list that is located on your volunteer portal. It will show how many hours you are up to and how many tickets you are eligible to receive. This master list will be available for volunteers starting 9 a.m. every Tuesday via the volunteer portal. To redeem your tickets, you can check the master list in advance to see how many tickets you have earned. Then we ask that you head to the Visitor Center front desk to place your ticket order from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Sunday. The front desk will print the number of tickets that you are eligible to receive and hand them to you. We will then ask that you sign next to your name that you have accepted that many tickets. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video to learn a little bit more in depth about how Holiday Home Tour will operate. In the next few weeks, Holiday Home Tour will be here, and we look forward to having you help greet our guests. If you have further questions, please feel free to contact the volunteer office or the Pinewood Estate staff, or ask us in the next training, which is coming up in just a little bit. If you have not registered for training, please make sure to contact the volunteer office and they'll get you registered. Once again, thank you for helping, and here's to a great holiday home tour.